Hi friends, good day. In continuation of last class discussion on 3-column cash book, I've explained you 2 points, contra entries and receipt of a check. Today I'll be taking third point. Receipt of a bearer check. Generally a bearer check is like a self check. Like suppose if your father is giving a check to you, you'll be writing there on the pay to self. That check is giving to you and that check you are carrying to the bank and you are presenting the check. You can present the check and you can get back the money. That is what is called as bearer check. Similarly, in business also sometimes they'll be giving bearer check without writing the name of the person to whom they want to give. The simple word, the meaning of bearer is that a person who carries something is called as a bearer. So a bearer check has been given in the name of business, that is to the business. That business is going to deposit that bearer check into bank. And what will be the treatment? So there are two options. First one is if it is deposited at the counter, if it is encashed, sorry, if it is encashed at the counter. Encashed means the check, bearer check can be presented in the bank counter and you can get back the cash. Whereas account payee check will be like this. Account payee means you have to compulsory deposit the check into bank. This is called as account payee. You'll be learning about these things in Negotiable Instrument Act in law. Account payee check is crossed check. If suppose the name of the person in whose name the check has been issued, that person should possess an account in a bank, any bank. Suppose I've got a check of SBI. I'm having my SBI account in ICICI. No problem. The person who is issuing check is having branch in SBI. That SBI check is giving, whereas I am having ICICI. But that account pay check is in my name, Kishore, and that check when is given to me, I need to compulsory have my account with my name. Then the check that has been given by party can be deposited into bank. Has to be deposited into bank, not can be, has to be deposited into bank. This is account pay check. Opposite to account pay check is bearer check. Anybody can take, and that bearer check, no restriction, no need to deposit. That bearer check can be presented at the counter and you can get back the cash. This is the meaning of if it is encashed at the counter. Receipt of a bearer check. If it is encashed at the counter, the entry will be, if it is encashed at the counter, the entry will be, who is receiving the money? Bank. Bank account debtor. Encashed at the counter means you go there, you go, encashed at the counter, cash account, sorry, not bank account, sorry. Encashed at the counter means you will be getting, now that if that after getting the cash, you can deposit that money into bank. That is your wish. That is your wish. I'll give you. As I told you, the party who is having SBI account has given me check, and that check I can take to SBI. I got check from SBI bank issued. I can go to SBI. I have to go to SBI only, and I can present the check and get back the money. Then the entry will be which account should be debited? Cash account should be debited. This is party bank. Party means the person who is issuing check is having SBI account. So from SBI account he has given bearer check, and that bearer check after receiving, I have to go to SBI only, and I can go to SBI, I can present the check, I can get the cash. Is this clear to all of you? The party Mr. X has given check to me. The X, name of the party is X. He has given check in the name of SBI. The SBI bank account check has given. So I have received, given to Kishore. And this check I have to take to SBI only. I can present the check and I can get the back. I can get the cash. This is bearer check. Whereas account pay check, I can't go to bank, I can't encash that check at the counter. If I can encash at the counter, it has to be bearer check. That means without depositing the check into bank, by simply presenting the check, I can get back the money. If it is encash at the counter, entries cash account debtor to party account. Cash account debtor to party account. Clear to all of you? Then if it is deposited. There is another option I told you. If it is deposited into bank, the bearer check which I have got given by a customer who is having SBI account in SBI, he has given SBI check, and that check I can go to SBI bank and I can get the money if I am in need of funds urgently, or okay, I am not in need of funds urgently, I can take that the bearer check which is given by the party who is having account in State Bank of India. I can take that check and I can go to ICICI Bank, and then that check I can deposit. Is this clear? That check I can deposit in ICICI Bank. Then what happened? Who is the receiver? My banker is the receiver. Then the entry will be bank account debtor to party account. Are you following? What is that entry you should write? Bank account debtor to party account. If it is encash at the counter, entry is cash to party. If it is deposit to bank, entry bank account debtor to party account. This is generally that they will be giving you the information. Then next point, fourth point, endorsement of a check. The meaning of endorsement is transfer. Transfer. I'll give you example. I told you X is my customer and I am Kishore, name of the business, and my customer, my supplier Sridhar. X has given check to me, say for 5,000. Same check I am transferring to whom? Sridhar. So X has given me 5,000 rupees check. The same 5,000 rupees check, after I am receiving without depositing this check into bank, this is my account. X is my party. It's customer. My customer. He has given 5,000 rupees check to me. And this check I am giving to whom? Sridhar. Who is Sridhar? He is a supplier of goods. The check I am getting from X, I am transferring the check to Sridhar, my supplier. Come on, tell me, is it not endorsement? Transfer. Transfer of a check. When I am transferring the check to my supplier, Sridhar, then to my supplier, Mr. Sridhar, am I depositing this check into my bank? No. But I have to write an entry, no? Why I have to write an entry? Because I need to record that entry for receipt of a check from X, and then I also have to record the entry that I have given the same check to whom? Sridhar, my supplier. So I think this is what is called as endorsement of a check. Endorsement of a check is nothing but transfer. Is this clear to all of you? Endorsement of a check is nothing but transfer. I am transferring check from my name to the check I received to my supplier. So advantage is that when I am receiving the check, I am not going to deposit my check into bank. If I deposit, what happened? You know, whenever check is being received, minimum it takes 3 days for clearance. 3 days minimum. Because when I am getting the other bank check, and that bank will receive the check and they will be sending the check for clearance, and after getting the clearance, and that amount is being transferred to my account. So generally it will take 3 days. So what happened after receipt of a check? If there is a delay from my side, that my X has given 5,000 rupees check. If I deposit, what happened? Suppose he has given me check on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Saturday is a holiday. Saturday the off day, or nowadays Saturday is also holiday. Say for example, I received check on Friday. Third Saturday is a holiday. You know that most of the banks are not functioning third Saturday, if I am not wrong. So a check has been received on Friday evening at 5 o'clock. By the time bank has been closed, Saturday is bank holiday, Sunday is holiday, Monday happens to be festival. So 3 days gone. And Tuesday I have to go back and I have to deposit check. Tuesday I deposit, and 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then I will be issuing check on Friday, and that fellow is receiving check on supplier is on Friday evening. Friday evening happens to be, say, Friday evening bank was closed. Saturday happens to be, suppose, holiday. Sunday is holiday, Monday he presents, again 3 days. It is taking 2 weeks time. Now the advantage of endorsement, the moment I receive the check, instead of me going to bank and depositing, on Saturday, if it's a working day, I can send, of generally private office will be opened, I can send check on Friday evening immediately, or I can send Saturday morning. And that fellow Monday he deposits, by Wednesday or Thursday, Monday is a bank holiday, Tuesday deposit, by Thursday, Monday is supposed to be a public holiday, I am telling you. Monday is not a holiday. If Monday is a holiday, the supplier, after endorsement of check, he is receiving that, by Thursday he will be getting clearance. At least 4 to 5 days time he is saying, no, saving, he is able to save. So that is why the endorsement is an advantage. So endorsement of a check. Now, but we must make an entry, no? What is the entry we should write? A, on the date of receipt. See, this is important point. When check is being received, we don't know whether that check is being retained or endorsed. Two possibilities. The check that is being received, I can retain the check or I can endorse the check. Two options are there. Is this clear? Either I can retain the check, or I have to endorse. Two options are there. Unless until he gives, we are not endorsing. We shall assume it is being received. So that is why please be careful. Whenever we are doing the 3-column cash book, we should see the receipt of a check. You have to see the following transaction. Following transaction, why? When the check is deposited. Option 1 is that check is being deposited. Which date? Option 2, whether it is endorsed. 2 days later he may endorse, or 1 day later he may endorse, or 1 day after he may deposit. That is why whenever receipt check is received, there are two possibilities. Just for explanation I am giving. Receipt of a check, two possibilities. First, retain or endorse. Two possible. Check can be retained, check can be endorsed. We have seen already. And retained means check is with him. Retained means he is retaining and is depositing to bank. Endorsement means without retaining, that is without depositing. If I retain, I have to deposit. If I don't retain, I need not deposit. Clear? Check is being received. If I retain it, I have to deposit. If I don't retain it, yes. If I don't retain, means I am endorsing. No need for me to deposit the check. It's a waste of time, no? Got the clarity? I repeat once again. Receipt of a check. If I retain, I am keeping the check with me. Definitely I have to go to bank and deposit. If not today, tomorrow. If I don't deposit, what is the fun in receiving it? You know validity of a check. Validity of a check is for 3 months. The check is valid for 3 months. That is why whenever you are receiving check, you should see the date properly. Within 3 months, the check which I got from my customer, I have to deposit. If I don't deposit within 3 months, check will be lapsed. The check is, it's called a stale check. Stale check means invalid check. Stale, S-T-A-L-E, stale check, invalid check. Got it? So receipt of a check, two possibilities. I can retain, then I can deposit. If I don't retain, no need for me to deposit. When I don't retain, when I am endorsing the check. Clear to all of you? So I think whenever we are doing the problem, we should be watchful on this. On the date of receipt, entry. I assume that since I am endorsing, I know this is only after giving the heading of endorsement. On the date of receipt, I assume that as if cash is being received. I can't use the term bank. Some people, they use the bank. I think maybe I say statement somewhere I have seen bank account they use. But most of the author, they use cash. If I use the word bank, we get a meaning that bank is the receiver. Without sending the check, how can you write bank? Okay, I think that's not correct logic. So better you write on the date of receipt, you should use the term cash. Cash account debtor, who is the giver? Party account. And B. On the date of endorsement. See, the two things important you should remember. 1st January, I received check. 2nd January, I have endorsed. Then the situation comes. On the date of endorsement, entry. Who is the receiver? Supplier, I told you. But endorsee. I shall use the word term NRC. NRC account debtor. NRC account debtor. What is going out as if cash is going. On the date of endorsement, NRC account debtor to cash account. This you will be following. When received check endorsed on a later date, that is not on the same date. This is say 1st January, 2nd January. I got check on 1st January, for example. I am endorsing check on 2nd January. Get all of you? Now we can also write alternatively. Alternatively, instead of writing 2 entries, alternatively. Received check, if received check if received check is deposited into bank on the same date, if received check is deposited into bank on the same date, if received check is deposited into bank on the same date, then we can write instead of writing cash, we can directly write NRC. Generally we use the term supplier, or some we can also use the term creditor. Party, customer, or debtor. Come on, what is entry? NRC account debtor to party account. Clear to all of you? It's nothing but simplification. Cash got cancelled, entry NRC to party. If received check is deposited into bank on the same date. Clear to all of you? I think this is about the treatment of endorsement of check. So 4 are very important. Whatever last class 2 points I've explained you. Then 5th, entry for issue of a check. Entry for issue of a check. Party account debtor. Receiver party to bank. That means I have to make payment to supplier. Supplier account, party, name of the party. Party means we say generally use it can be customer or supplier. In this case, entry for issue. To whom you will be issuing check? Generally to supplier. Party is nothing but here supplier. Supplier. Party account debtor to bank account. Now, this is important. 6th point. This is important. We will be looking at dishonor of checks now. Dishonor of check received which is deposited into bank. See, I told you I got check from X. That check I have deposited into bank, my ICICI bank. When I am receiving check, the party who is issuing check, I assume that is having enough funds. So generally when I got check, I won't be looking at what is the funds you are having. The person who is given the check, I won't be looking at his bank account. Am I right? And how can I know what is the bank balance he's having? I got a check from X. He has given check that he owes money to me. So he has given check to me. He has given the check to me. And how I will be knowing that whether he's having enough money or not, unless I send the check to my bank. My bank, ICICI Bank, is sending the check for clearance to SBI Bank. Then SBI Bank, after seeing that the Mr. X who is having account with SBI, if he is having enough fund, check will be honored. Honored means amount is being transferred from my customer bank account to my account. This is honored. The cleared means the amount has been created. You need to use the term credit. You'll be learning. My account, you generally go to a bank. Everybody, even you are a commerce student or a non-commerce student, everybody knows now. You go to a bank, you deposit, your account is being created. If you withdraw, your account is being debited. These two things we'll be learning in BRS. When you deposit some check, they say that your account has been created. If you withdraw money, they say that your check has been when you withdraw, your account is being debited. If you withdraw, you can see your passbook. There will be debit. Withdrawals stands with DR. Deposit is with CR, credit. The same logic. So dishonor of a check received which is deposited in the bank. Dishonor means lack of funds, insufficient fund, and check is being dishonored. When check is dishonored, what happened? My ICICI Bank, the bank I'm having, I'm Kishore, my bank is ICICI. In the name of business, I'm operating account with my ICICI Bank. I got the check back. Then that check I'll be sending it back to whom? My customer. See, Mr. Fellow, you have given me check. Mr. X, you have given me check. Without looking at your bank funds, you have given the check. So, and that amounts to bounce. It is also called bounce back. Bounce back means if you hit a ball onto the ground, it bounces back at you. If you deposit check, it is coming back to your face. And I throw the check on his face. See, you are given check without having sufficient funds. And if he is doing it intentionally or buying some time, I can drag that fellow court. It is a civil tort as well as criminal case. Tort, T-O-R-T. Madam might have explained law, madam. Civil tort. Tort means sue. I can sue that fellow. Civil suit. Civil suit is nothing but suing that fellow. It's called tort, T-O-R-T. And that fellow, I can collect that money along with interest. Or if I want, I can initiate legal action according to section 138 of the Negotiable Instrument Act. Negotiable Instrument Act, I can file a criminal case also, and that fellow can be sent behind bar, imprisonment. It is a civil liability as well as criminal. A criminal proceedings I can initiate. That is why one has to be careful when in the name of business you are issuing check without having enough funds. Recently you might have seen a director producer has filed a case against a prominent Telugu cinema actor, and where the court has 2 crores or 1 crore some check has been given. Later on the check has been bounced back and the case has been filed. The court has passed its judgment sentencing for 1 year or 2 years. I don't remember exactly. I think that later on matter has been taken to some other high court, or maybe through arbitration they might have settled. I know recently is 1 year, 1.5 years back. I'm telling you, there is a possibility dishonor of check. So one has to be careful. Now that we'll be learning. When you are issuing check, when you are depositing check, what is the entry you write? Bank account debtor to party. No, reverse it. Entry party to bank account. When you deposit check entry bank to party, no, reverse it. Cancellation, party account debtor to bank account. Now here, one important point you should understand. Suppose when you're receiving check, I'm giving example here. First give me note, then I'll give example. When received check is dishonored, when received check is dishonored, discount allowed earlier is to be reversed. Say for example, you received check for 1980. So you are given 20 rupees discount. Example. Receipt of a check. Discount allowed account debtor. $19.80. Discount allowed account debtor 20. 2. This is the entry or written. Now check dishonored. The entire thing shall be reversed. How, sir? Party account debtor 2000. Clear to all of you? To discount allowed how much? 20. Reverse it. That is what, when received check is dishonored, discount allowed earlier is to be reversed. Reverse means discount that has been given cancelled. That means party has to again pay to us how much? 2000. You are given discount, cash discount, encouraging prompt payment. When check is dishonored, we cancel the discount. The discount that has been given earlier will be cancelled. Okay, you can write two separate entries also. Party to bank 1980, party to discount allowed 20 rupees. Please remember, note, if you separate, the entry will be like this, no? Party account debtor to bank 1980. Party to bank 1980. Next. Party to discount allowed account how much? 20 rupees. Clear to all of you? Party to bank, party account debtor to discount allowed 20 rupees. Note. If you write two entries, this combined entry, this separate entry. Note. Discount allowed reversal entry will be recorded in general proper. We have learned in substree books. Or it is also called a general. I'm talking about which one? The second one. Get all of you? where you will be recording general proper. Excuse me. Party account data to discount allowed, where it goes general proper. Even through this also you should understand party to discount allowed, general proper. So we have seen dishonor ref check received, which is deposited in the bank. So then next, yeah, actually I have drawn lines every day. We are wasting time of recording this. So we take up the problem. It will be useful. Now let me continue 7th point. 7th point. Now entry for issue check. Entry for issue check is dishonored. Entry for issue check is dishonored. When you issue check, we have seen the entry here. Party to bank, reverse it. What happened? Bank account to party. Bank account data to party account. Clear? Entry for issue check is dishonored. Bank account data to party account. Here also same note. When you are issuing check, you may receive discount. No, the person to whom you have issued check, when you don't have money. See, our check, as Kishore, I have issued check to somebody. My supplier Sridhar. The check has been dishonored because I don't have money. I know that. Or sometimes, without looking at my bank balance, I might have issued check. That's a different issue. That is why a check which I have issued to somebody, that has been bounced back. So the entry will be, I'll be getting back that bank account data to party account. Then similarly, when I'm receiving check, I'm giving some discount. When I'm making payment, I'm also receiving some discount. That is discount is called as received. When you are making payment, if you are getting some discount, it is discount received. The discount received also to be cancelled. That is reversed. Note: when issue check is dishonored, when issue check is dishonored, discount received earlier when issue check is dishonored, discount received earlier is to be reversed. Just like here I have given the entry party discount allowed. Here you write discount received to party. Entry is discount received. You know, when you are getting discount, you credit discount. Party to discount received. You reverse it. Discount received account data to party. And this entry also will appear in general proper. You can expect these kind of things in statement of true or false. Discount received. Will appear in general proper. Will appear in general proper. Clear to all of you? The last one. There's one more. This is important. Endorsed check is dishonored. You can see here endorsement of a check. If received check is deposited to bank on the same day, I told you. Endorsement of a check. If received check is deposited to bank on the same day, I think some slipped. If received check is sometimes our brain acts like a smartphone. Normally, we say if received check is deposited to bank. If received check is endorsed to party on the same day, entry NDRC to party account. You reverse it. Endorsed check is dishonored. Entry will be, you reverse it. Party account at R to NDRC. If received check is endorsed to party on the same day, entry NDRC to party. You reverse it. The entry will be, come on, tell me, party to bank account. Clear to all of you? So the next entry, 8th entry. Dishonor of endorsed check. Party account at R2. Party account at R2. NDRC account. Party account at R2, NDRC account. Dishonor of endorsed check. I got check when I'm endorsing the check, I write entry debit the receiver NDRC supplier to party. You reverse it. Party to NDRC. Next, last one. Sales through debit or credit card. I think nowadays everybody knows about what is debit card, what is credit card. Thanks to demonetization, everybody is knowing about using Paytm. Even I've seen during demonetization, whether you are aware of it or not, in 2016 when we had a demonetization, so even a roadside small vendor, Michi Bandi Tiffin Center, they have started accepting Paytm. So debit card, simple, the difference between debit card and credit card. If I open a savings bank account, I'm having the money, or if I'm having current account having money, I can, if in my account I'm having money, I can make payment using debit card without paying cash to my supplier. I can swipe the card, swiping machine will be there. You can make payment with debit card. Debit card means you are having money in your name in the bank. You can make payment using your debit card instead of withdrawing the money and making the payment, or instead of giving check. Now most of us, all online payments we are doing using debit card. Debit card, you can get debit card. Two advantages. The debit card, when you are doing shopping, you can use the debit card for buying the things which you want. And if you want cash, you can take the debit card and you can go to ATM, any bank ATM, you can withdraw money also. Now credit card, future is same, but without having money in your name, you are using the credit given by the bank. That means like a loan facility. But that payment, that credit period generally will be for 40 days. Within 40 days, they don't charge any interest. But there is some logic in that how the 40 days will be calculated. That a separate thing that you don't need it now. A waste of your time and my time now. Credit card, like I got State Bank of India credit card. They'll be fixing the credit limit, like depending upon my organization where I am working, my my payment capabilities, etc. They are giving me credit facility. 1 lakh rupees credit facility that I have given. I can use my card without having bank balance. A bank which has issued credit card, I can use a credit card for 1 lakh. Some cases, depending upon my payment capability, my income, my salary, my income source, it can be 5 lakhs, platinum card, gold card. There are so many cards. A credit card. So I'm selling the goods. My customer, you can see, generally when we go to shop for shopping, if you got debit card, you use the debit card for making payment. That means if I'm a shopkeeper, you are a customer, you are coming to my shop, you want the goods which you want, you will be buying the items which you want, you are buying, and you will be giving your debit card, I'm swiping that. Or you may be giving credit card, I'm swiping it. It doesn't make any difference. Suppose you are my customer, you're having account in Canara Bank. Okay, my banker is ICICI. You bring either Canara Bank debit card or Standard Chartered Bank credit card, anything, and that card you are giving to me, I swipe in the machine. That machine has been given by my banker ICICI. I'm using that machine. I'm as a swiping machine, and when you are giving the card, I swipe that card, and from your account the money will be transferred to shopkeeper's account. If I'm a shopkeeper, that will be transferred to my ICICI bank account. This is clear. It's a transfer. Okay, I think it is an advantage. So what is the entry, sir? If sales through debit card or credit card, what is the entry, sir? Bank account debtor, commission account debtor. Bank will be charging commission for doing it, or bank charges we say. To sales account. Simple words, bank account to sales. Bank account debtor, commission or charges account debtor to sales. Because for doing this facility, my banker, ICICI Bank, generally will be charging 1% to 4% as commission or bank charge. Suppose I have sold 10,000 rupees, 4%. 10,000 rupees sales I have made, and I got payment through debit card or credit card, anything. Debit card or credit card, entry will be same. 10,000 to 4%. How much? 400 rupees that will be deducted. Then the entry will be like 9,600 account, 9,600 bank, 400 commission to sales. How much? 10,000. That means by giving this facility to my customer, I am foregoing 400. But I am very happy. If I don't allow debit card and credit card, customer won't come to my shop. So 400 rupees negligible. See, 4%, 1 to 4% is negligible for shopkeeper. That is why most of the shops now most of the shops, even the education institutions, earlier they were reluctant of allowing this. Now they are allowing payment to be made through debit card or credit card. But small traders, generally they describe they want cash. So if you use a card, they say that 4%, whatever, 400 rupees, we have to pay. Customer has to pay. There are some business enterprise that are doing like that. But nowadays, most of them are not charging anything from customer. They themselves are bearing it. This is the entry for sales through debit card or credit card. So I think I have given you detailed explanation to all of you. Generally 16-digit card will be there. Is embodied on the back side of the card. Whoever is having the card, you can see the card number, etc. Okay, this is just for information I given. Now we work out one problem from our material. When bank column is added on both the sides of the double column cash book, then it becomes a triple column cash book. A triple column cash book, besides having a date, particular ledger folio, discount, and cash also has a bank column on both the side, that is debit, receipt and credit payment side. In such a cash book, the transaction with the bank are also recorded in separate bank account is not opened in the ledger because both debit, receipt and credit payment of cash into bank or out of bank are recorded. By a single transaction, both cash and bank accounts are affected. Such transaction is called as contra entry, and no ledger posting of such an entry is done because both aspects of the transaction, that is debit aspect and credit aspect, are completed in the cash book itself. Contra entries pertain to deposit of cash into bank or withdrawal of cash bank for office use. And I've also given some more additional points like receipt of a check, deposit, pay rate check, endorsement check, dishonor, etc. So today we start working out the problem. See, this is important. When we start, enter the following transaction triple column cash book. So cash balance always shows debit balance. The bank account. Bank account may, here I am writing. Bank balance may show either debit balance or credit balance. So in this case, credit means overdraft. Or it is called as unfavorable. Debit means favorable, having money. Overdraft means overdrawn. Okay, so this is, we should see, if it is debit, it will be taken debit side. Sold goods for cash will be taken to cash column. Deposited into bank to cash, this is contra. Received check from Ashok, discount allowed. You can see January 4th check has been received from Ashok. January 5th received check from Ashok, deposited into bank. So check is received on 4th, deposit on 5th. I have already given the entry. On the date of receipt, the last class, cash account data, discount allowed to Ashok. On the date of deposit, bank to cash. This will become contra. You don't have amount because this 9,000 check has been deposited. Paid to Ravi by check 2,000. He allowed discount. You know, Ravi account data to bank to discount received. Sold goods for cash, cash column. Paid to Mohan, cash column. Received check from Vinod. And whenever you are having the information on received check, we should see on which date the check has been deposited. We need to see the following transaction. Let us see, for the time being, let us put question mark here. When it has been deposited, then we can discuss on that. Purchase goods for cash, it will go to cash column. Kumar, who owned us 8,000, paid 90 paise in a rupee. Then 10% can be taken as discount. But he has not mentioned that he has become insolvent. That is why we are assuming 90 paise in rupee has been received, means 10%. 10% or 10 paise discount. Received check from Karan and banked immediately. The check received and deposited into bank on the same date. Withdrawn cash from bank, contra. Withdrawn cash for personal use, not contra. Drawings. Cash sales, deposit cash into bank, contra. Sold goods to cash for Santosh, cash sales. Purchase goods and issued check, okay. Received check Balwant and sent to bank on the same day you are deposited. Withdrawn cash from bank, paid salary, paid rent. Now received check from Vinod has been given without giving the name, date of deposit. Then we shall assume it is deposited into bank on the same day. It is deposited on same day. Clear? Received check from the discount allowed him. It is deposited on same day into bank. Okay, my dear friends. So we start doing the problem. I'm having a hard copy. I'm looking at it, going back, and maybe I think you can see. Just I'll read the transaction and I'll go for deposit so that we can complete the problem bit quickly. Of going back and coming back again. So shall I work out like this now? Okay, right. Let me start this. I've already drawn the lines because in the previous classes they're having difficulty in doing it. Now, here I'm writing for the month of in the books of Messrs. Ram Krishna. Messrs. Ram Krishna. And here left hand side I'm writing DR. Right hand side I'm writing CR. Okay. So I told you cash is showing debit balance, no? First you write here 2007 January 1st. Discount allowed rupees, cash rupees, bank rupees. To balance brought on cash column 7,850 and 2007 January 1st OD is showing 3,000. This OD may become favorable when you, after withdrawing, whenever you got the money, if you deposit, what happened? This bank column may become favorable. So if debit is given, this we can write here. Okay, debit means favorable balance. If you are having money in the bank, it becomes favorable. If you don't have money in the bank, you started withdrawing it, is called as overdraft. Overdraft means more than your capability, more than your amount which is available in your name in the bank. Next, let me start this. Sold goods to cash. To sales account. In cash column, you write 5,000. Okay. Cash column, you write 5,000. Then deposited cash into bank. I told you this is contra. Deposited cash into bank. So here, on which date this transaction has taken place? January 3rd. By bank account, from where it is going, cash it is going. Deposited cash into bank. What is going out of cash? 10,000. Cash is going out into which column? Bank column. Who is receiving? Bank is receiving. Entry. Bank to cash. In cash account, you write by bank, no, like this. It is called as contra. We indicate with letter C. Contra means opposite. What is the date of transaction? Simple words. You are taking from cash and you are depositing that money into bank. Next, fourth, received check from Ashok and discount allowed. Fifth, check received from Ashok, deposited into bank. So received check from Ashok means entry. On the date of deposit, we shall assume as if cash is being received, no, entry. Cash to Ashok. Cash to Ashok. Cash is, you assume that cash is being received. Because if you assume that it is being deposited to bank on the same day, on the date of deposit, you don't have any entry to be written. That is why we are writing like this. So cash account data to Ashok, assuming cash is being received. You are assuming simple words. You check you are having it is as good as cash. No, you keep that particular check in your almare. It is as good as cash. Or you whenever you are having DD check, they all keep being kept in a cash box. And it is called a till T-I-L-L. We say we use the word teller, telling machine, automatic telling machine, ATM, teller, till. These all are where the place where you store the money. The same check. That is why we are assuming as if cash is being received. So cash account data Ashok 9,000 and discount allowed is how much? 50 rupees. Then fifth you are deposited. Now you write as if cash is being deposited to bank. You write by bank account. In cash column 9,000. 9,000 cash column nullified. Now this will come to where? Bank column. 2. Entry bank to cash. In cash by bank. Become contra. Okay. Then 6. Paid to Ravi by check. By Ravi. By Ravi account. By Ravi account. Check. We are making payment through check means which column we should write? Bank column 2. And what is the discount? He allowed discount means discount received 10 rupees. Next, January 11th. Sold goods for cash. To sales account. Cash column 7,300. 11. Paid to Mohan. By Mohan account. Nothing is mentioned. We are making payment through cash. 400. Received check from Vinod. I have already explained. We got the information. Received check from Vinod. But when Vinod check has been deposited, we don't know. The problem is silent. We shall assume the check is being deposited to bank on the same date. I have told you already given in the last class. If the date of deposit of check is not given in the bank, we shall assume the check is being deposited to bank on the same day. Received check from Vinod. To Vinod account. 60 rupees is discount. You write in bank column 7,000. Then purchase goods for cash. By purchases. By purchases 2,400. Kumar who owned us 8,000. Cash knows. Yeah, this is to be careful when you are opening all cash columns. Sometimes I have seen when valuing the papers, we notice in internal examination we conduct, people they know by mistakenly, even you or me, anybody, if when you are going for posting, the concentration has to be always great. If concentration is not good, I think sometimes of writing in cash column, maybe writing in bank column, be watchful about it. By purchase goods for cash. By purchase cash column. Like this is discount received column, this is cash column, this is bank column. Then 13. Kumar who owned us 8,000 paid 90 paise in a rupee. I told you 10% is discount. 13. We are assuming since check is not given, we are assuming Kumar is paying in cash. To Kumar, he has to pay 8,000, but he is paying 90 paise. 8,000 90%. 7,200. 7,200 which column? Cash column. ₹800 discount allowed. 14, January 14. Received check from current and banked immediately. Received check from current, banked immediately means deposited into bank on the same day. So you can write directly to current account. To current account. 15,400. To current account. 15,400 in which column? Bank column. Discount allowed to him is how much? ₹100. 15,400 which column? Bank column. Discount allowed ₹100. January 18th. Because himself has given that bank on the same date. Withdrawn cash from bank. Withdrawn cash from bank means amount is coming from bank. So what is the entry? It's a contra entry. 18th. Cash to bank. In cash column you write to bank account. We indicate with letter C. In cash column you should write 10,000. This 10,000 rupees from which column it is coming? Bank column. From bank it is going, it is coming to cash. So here you write to whom you are giving, why the amount has been withdrawn? Cash. Entry, read the entry. Cash to bank. In bank by cash you should write. This is contra. Next, withdrawn cash for personal use. Why drawings? He has not said withdrawn cash for personal use from bank. So therefore we assume that is a cash withdrawal. Why? Drawings. 5,000 rupees which column? Cash column. 25th. Sales, cash sales entry. Cash account data to sales. Cash column. 18,000. Next 26. Deposited cash into bank. Why bank account? Because cash is going out. 7,000 cash column. Contra. And here you write to cash. Entries bank to cash. In bank column to cash. In cash column by bank. And date is 26. Technical flaw in this. January 26 is a public holiday. But problem create at the time of creating the problem, they are unaware of it. We just go by instruction. That's it. Just only I'm sharing that. So cash is going out and it is coming into where? Bank. 7,000. Sold goods for cash to Santosh. Name is not required. When you are selling goods for cash, you can write to sales. In cash column 6,000. Purchase goods and issued check 29. Why purchase account? Bank column. Because you are making payment to issue of check. Next, received check from Balwant and sent to bank. That means on the same day. $10,000 bank column because it is deposited to bank on the same day. Discount allowed 500. Then next, withdrawn cash from bank again. 31st contra. Cash to bank. Withdrawn cash from bank. Nothing is mentioned for office use. Cash column 9,000 and bank column 9,000 because they have taken money from bank. What is the date? 31st. Why? Cash. Entry bank to cash. Sorry, cash to bank. In cash column to bank. In bank column by cash. This will become contra. Next 31st. Paid salary. Paid salary by salary. Which column? Cash column. Paid rent. By rent. In cash column 3,000. 31st. By salary 2,000. By rent 3,000. Is this clear? So nothing is mentioned. We are making payment through cash because check is like that he has not given. This is about 3-column cash book posting. Now what is that you should do? Last class I have told you discount columns are just total, they are not balanced. T plus 60, 110 plus 800. How much? 800, 910, 1010, 1000, 1540. Okay. 110 plus 800, 910, 1010, 1010, 110 plus 800, 910, 1010 plus 1510, not 15, it is 1510. Now you can say, you can take it for granted, cash column always shows debit balance. That means cash column debit side will be more. See, I am doing calculator with, maybe you also cross check. Sometimes when I am working out on the screen, sometimes it is not clearly visible, maybe some amounts, please you cross check that. 9,000, or you can also take calculator, you can practice, you can go for totaling of it. 7,200 plus 10,000 plus 18,000 plus 6,000 plus 9,000. It is coming to cash column 79,300. Debit side. Discount received, only one item you are having, 10 rupees. Last class I have explained why discount allowed, discount received is not balanced. I just total I told you. 79,350. 31st you write by balance. Carry down. Getting balance carried on. 40,000. You can cross check whether the total is right or wrong. Waste of time, you can see. You can cross check, and if it is correct, that's okay. Or if there is any small calculation mistake on my part, you can change it, right? It's not an issue. Now coming back to bank column, please see, this is very important. Bank column, it may show debit balance or it may show credit balance. Debit balance means when receipt side of bank column, debit side is more favorable, credit side is more unfavorable. I think it appears to be debit side is showing more. Even though opening is overdraft, but I think because of your deposit into bank number of times, I think bank receipt side is showing more. Let me cross check that. 10,000 plus 9,000, 19,000 plus 7,000 plus 15,400 plus 7,000 plus 10,000 is coming to, writing it, if it is wrong we reverse it, 38,400, assuming that debit side is more. You can write with the pencil the examination. 31,400. That's correct. Debit side is showing more here. When debit side is showing more, it is a favorable balance. Is this clear to all of you? This is how you should proceed with the problem. And now this closing balance will become opening balance on next day, February 1st. Two balance brought down. Cash column 40,550. It is happens only in bank column where brought down and carried down is appearing on only one side because unfavorable balance has become favorable. This is a feature you are having only in case OD becoming favorable or favorable becoming OD. I think these two possibilities are there. This is with this 3 column cash book topic has been completed. I've given detailed explanation to all of you, so you can keep on practicing. I think whether the transactions which are not there in the problem also are given, keeping in view. If you remember those entries, you can do easily cash. Right, with this I'm concluding this, and then we are having petty cash book. One problem with that, the cash book chapter will be completed. Then after that, I am, as I told you, I'll be starting capital and revenue. Then we can go for final account. Okay, my dear friends, meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. God bless you.